tonight, this is the matchup you're all been waiting for. I just know it. Olathe Northwest Ravens versus the Lawrence Lions. Now, the game's about to start. We're lining up for the kickoff already. Our fans are looking very ecstatic for this game. We just did the I Believe We Will Win. Jack, what are your predictions for tonight?
I believe we will win might be a little bit presumptuous this early in the game, but I think if the Ravens have a chance to really take over a team this season, I think this is it. Lawrence Lions have lost 3 games as well as the Ravens. They're both 0-3.
Yep.
But Lawrence has lost to 2 of the same teams as Northwest. They both lost to Olathe South, and they both lost to Shawnee Mission East. So let's see what happens. The wind's going to be a big factor in tonight's game, and the Ravens have the wind at their backs tonight for this kickoff.
Yes, Jack, and they're lining up. They're ready to kick, and here's a kick by Connor Boyd. And the Lions have it running up the field. And they get stopped at the 15-yard line.
The Ravens all right there to swallow him up at the 15-yard line. Good special teams play from the Ravens. One thing to look out for tonight, the Ravens play a lot of guys 2 ways, both on offense and defense.
Yeah, Jack, Cole Manning is going to be a huge factor in this game tonight. He plays both ways, so, you know, he can get a little tired, but...
I mean, same for Andrew Dumas. They both play linebackers. They're both key parts on both the offense and defense, calling plays on both sides.
And there's the snap. Number 5 gets about 8 yards on the play. Gets out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 23-yard line, my bad.
The Lawrence Lions opening up in a spread offense. It looks like they're going to try to throw the ball a lot with 3 receivers out to the near sideline. Let's see how that goes with the wind.
Here's a snap again. Running up the field, and he gets stopped. Gets about 1 yard on the play, 24-yard line.
Cole Manning right in position to make the play. That's one thing the Raven linebackers do very well. They stop the run. The Ravens' defense weakness is in the pass game. They struggle to stay with some of the receivers sometimes.
Yeah, Jack, it doesn't look like they have they have no safeties deep. I guess they're expecting a lot of runs. And, wow, the defensive line just swallows them right up. Loss of 1 yard at the 22-yard line. And here comes the punt team.
Encouraging start from the Ravens' defense. They only gave up 5 yards on that possession. If they can continue to do that all night, it might be a different ball game than the past 3.
And ready for the punt. Here comes the snap to the punter. The kick. Up to the just shy of the 50-yard line, 48-yard line on the Lions side. Something
to notice how short Gabe Barfetti was set up. He knows that ball's not going to go very far if it's in the air at all. The wind will knock it right down.
Yep. Jack, it looked like almost like the wind just took it back a couple yards when it was up in the air.
Absolutely, and the Ravens' offense is built for this kind of game when the conditions are tough. This kind of offense provides some options to keep the ball on the ground and avoid costly turnovers.
Yep. The offense is on the field with Cole Manning as quarterback. Andrew Dumas lined up, running back right behind him.
An absolute necessity for this game. The offensive line has to control the line of scrimmage. If they don't do so, it's hard to get the offense going.
Oh, followed by Andrew Dumas. No, actually, my bad, not Andrew Dumas. Chase Brown. My apologies. Wow. Lucky grab there after he dropped the ball. I don't know exactly what happened there. He just seems to have fumbled the ball, Jack.
Yeah, Chase Brown, I think, just got ahead of himself a little bit there. Didn't quite secure the ball first. There wasn't much going up the line of scrimmage. He didn't have a lot of room in front. That might have had something to do with it.
Here's a snap under center. And the snap off to... Was that another fumble, Jack?
I believe so.
Wow.
The Lawrence Lions have the ball.
Oh, another fumble, 2 plays in a row. That cannot happen for the Ravens.
It absolutely can't, and it's one of those games where they have the opportunity to control the game due to the conditions, and 2 early fumbles does not help, especially for an offense that's only scored 14 points in 3 games.
No, that is very unfortunate for the Ravens. The offensive line is a key factor, and the last couple of games they've just been struggling. I think, I'm not sure if the running back's completely confident in the line. They're trying to get off real quick, just a quick fumble.
And in this type of offense, the option offense, the line really has to not only be able to move well, but hit the right assignment, because in this option, it's all based on where the defensive line is positioned and how they react to certain plays.
There's a quarterback keep for 3 yards on the play at the 51-yard line in the Ravens side of the field.
If we take a look out there at that Raven defense, you see Connor Boyd, Andrew Dumas, Ryan Andrew, Gabe Barfetti, all guys that play on both sides of the football. They don't get any rest in between snaps.
And there's another snap off to the running back with a gain of 7 yards. It's third down, 1 yard to go on the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Doesn't look like Lawrence is going to take much time to set up between plays. They're going to go no option.
Wow, 3 run plays right away. And it seems like they're just shy of the first down. They're going to put the ball at the same spot.
Fantastic play by Grant Hall to sneak into the backfield and take down the quarterback.
So 4th and 1 at the 43-yard line. The defensive line has been very strong this game, Jack.
Absolutely.
And shotgun. Running back switching sides the whole time. And here's a snap. Looking out for the receivers wide up. Quarterback keeper keeping it. And he'll get the first down. The Ravens' 41-yard line.
That was a little run-pass option there by the Lions. He was looking out to his left, which made the linebacker sink off a little bit, dropping into coverage, and then he took advantage of the slight mistake.
Yeah, see, Jack, that's the one thing about this defense is they're so close together. Something like that, all the safeties and the linebackers have to all cover that one side. Just left a big gap on the left side of the field.
Yeah, and part of that is because of the secondary. The secondary is not quite as quick as some of these receivers that they're matched up against. Therefore, they have to drop off a little bit and give some room on some coverages. That also means that they play a lot of zone. So there's a lot of pockets near the sidelines in the middle of the field that are typically pretty open.
So that's a gain of 5 yards for the Lions. Here's a snap out of shotgun again. 4 receivers out. Hands off to the running back. Up the field. Just shy of the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Good tackle by Dumas. One encouraging sight. Although the Ravens have not yet stopped this offensive drive, Lawrence is not picking up yards in chunks. It's all piece by piece. One thing the Ravens have been struggling to prevent is the big play.
And here we go, the Ravens' 33-yard line. Another snap out of shotgun. The snap again to the running back. He seems to just sneak right in there. And that'll be the first down. First and 10 on the Ravens' 31-yard line. Jack, the last 3 plays, it's just the last 6 plays, my bad, have just been all run plays to the running back.
And to this point, Lawrence has kind of moved the defensive line a little bit. They're getting those 4 or 5 yard plays that make up first downs.
There's a pass. There's a fumble or incomplete pass. My bad, Jack.
It's interesting that they ruled that an incomplete pass. It was pretty near a backwards pass, which is a fumble.
Yep. See, Jack, that's why I thought it was a fumble. I mean, that looked behind the quarterback there. There's some substitution here going on. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Ravens' 31-yard line. Another play from shotgun. I think they switched shotgun because they're just getting eaten up by the defensive line. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper again. There seems to be a flag on the play.
I think they're going to get a Lion for holding. One of the Ravens broke into the backfield a little bit, and there was a little bit of grab on the jersey, and that will be a holding call. So the Lions will take 10 yards backwards.
second and 20 here for Lawrence.
And as always, penalties will probably play a big part of this game. On both sides of the football, the Ravens have struggled to stay away from the flags.
Yeah, Jack, second and 20 is a big blow for the Lions. We haven't seen any passing yet, except for that last pass 2 plays ago. They keep on running the ball. Unless they can get a break here, this defensive line is just gonna swallow them up.
At this point, I don't see any reason not to run. I mean, they haven't gotten the big play yet, but that's bound to happen if you continue to pound the ball inside. I mean, so far they've picked up 4 or 5 yards on nearly every play.
Absolutely.
5 wide receivers out here.
Here's a snap. Looking out for the receivers. Oh, we got some rushing by the defensive line. And the quarterback just keeps on running up the field. He's breaking free. Still on his feet. Gets pulled down at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
And that's the kind of thing that you hate to see as a defensive coach.
Yes.
You get a huge helpful penalty that puts a big dent in the offense's momentum, and then all of a sudden he's picked up 17 yards on basically a broken down play.
Yeah.
One missed tackle created that entire opportunity.
Yeah, the defensive line rushed in there, and the quarterback just kept it, went right up the left side of the field, the weak side. There's a pass to the just a slot up on the Ravens, seems to be 15, 16-yard line. First and 10, Lawrence to the 16-yard line. Here comes the snap, the shotgun. Here's a snap. Fake pass to the running back. Fake handoff to the running back, my bad. Gain of, it seems like 6 yards there. 5 yards, my bad.
And a good idea there on the option play from the Lions.
See, Jack, we've seen this from the Ravens. You know, they make a mistake and it just keeps on compounding onto them. That should have been stopped at the 45-yard line.
You're absolutely correct. That's kind of been the story of the season to this point. One mistake leads to 2 or 3. The fumble, actually.
There's a pass to the receiver. That'll be a gain of 4, just shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Ravens need to stop here.
Yeah, for sure, Jack.
And if you're the Lions, this is definitely 4-down territory. It's 3rd down right now, but even if you don't convert here, you have to go for it. Worst comes to worst, you pin your opponent inside the 10-yard line. And
that is just shy of the touchdown. There's a first down at the 1-yard line. At the Ravens' 1-yard line. We've seen some strong running, Jack. This could be trouble. Oh, they're rushing it here. Rushing the play, get ready to go.
On that play, Ryan Andrews got beat on the slant route.
Yep. And here it is, the running back. And just shy again. Gain a no-yard gain. Still the Ravens' first yard line.
One thing to mention on that little slant route by the Lawrence Lions a play ago, Ryan Andrews just got beat to the inside. He was late getting to his assignment.
And that'll make it a touchdown there. Yeah, the Lions' offensive line just seemed to be dominating on the second drive.
And that's something you don't want to see, especially after picking up a stop on their first defensive possession. The defense got no rest at all. In 2 plays, the Ravens had lost control of the football twice, and eventually luck ran out and they gave it up.
Yeah, see, Jack, that's the tough thing about running on both sides of the field, and something like that with a fumble. You know, Cole Manning, Ryan Andrews, and Dumas, I just feel bad for those guys right now. They've just been going constantly. They're going to have to go again. Just both sides of the ball, real quick, defensive both times. Here you go. Here's X point. A kick. And here's the kick. And that'll be good.
That'll take the score to 7-0. Got about 8 minutes left.
We're going to take the timeout. We'll be back just in a few.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest, so a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
This. Yeah, this. This all began as someone's dream. This book, this meal, this land, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no, because we protect this. And everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
And we are back from that short break. The Ravens have their kick return team on the field. Hopefully, Jack, we can get a better turn of events this possession on offense.
Absolutely, and looking at who's back, we've got Grant Hall and Chase Brown, both pretty quick, agile players. Let's see if they can get something going. This will be a short kick. Hopefully the Ravens can get some good field position out of it and make something happen.
Yeah, for sure, Jack. With this wind, I cannot imagine it's going to go very far, though. And the Lions lining up on their kick here. Kicker lining back. Here we go. Ready for the kick. Raven fans ready. And here's the kick. Just stopped midair, Jack. Up the field. Grant Hall gets stopped at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
And he was absolutely pile drive straight into the turf right there. That one can't have felt good. On this offensive possession, the Ravens really need to focus on taking care of the football. Even if they're not picking up big gains on each play, turnover on this side of the field, especially at just the 24-yard line, turnovers are a problem. Yeah,
that'd be detrimental to the Ravens' defense here. Ravens offense coming on the field. Cole Manning back as quarterback.
Bryce Johnson's lined up 4 deep in the fullback position.
Oh, I see that, Jack.
Hopefully he can make a big impact in this game.
Cole Manning under center. Give it to Bryce Johnson. It just seems like a gain of, what is that, 2 yards there?
One thing that I think the Ravens are missing, it's almost like they can't hold a pocket long enough to get their backs outside of the hash marks. They have the athletic ability to break one loose once they get around the edge. It's the problem of the defensive line just beats them there.
Yep. The offensive line just needs to give them 1 or 2 seconds longer to get through that pocket, and it just keeps collapsing here. Cole Manning under center again. Off to Bryce. No, Cole Manning keeps the ball. Seems to gain that 6 yards on the play.
And a really good decision by Cole Manning there to keep it. He saw it wasn't there when Johnson made one nice cut and picked up 6 yards.
Right, absolutely, Jack. Now it'll be 3rd and 2 on the Ravens' 32-yard line. You know, I'm surprised we don't see Cole Manning going from the shotgun and just trying to pass more. They just keep trying to run with this offensive line here.
It's not within, that's the problem. It's not within the Ravens scheme. The Ravens' entire scheme is to run this little option in which they line up their backs 4 deep, they send a man in motion, and then they have some choices.
Wow, Cole Manning absolutely just stopped right in his tracks. The offensive line just completely collapsed. That'll be a loss of 1 yard there, Jack.
The problem with that play, the left guard just got pushed right back into the option that Cole was running with Bryce Johnson.
Punting is out. Connor Boyd back.
Hopefully the wind will help him out here a little bit. He'll put the Lions in some poor field position.
Yeah, that's what I say, Jack. The wind will be a good help to the Ravens here.
Now, this also could be a problem. He might outkick his special teams. If he outkicks them, that gives the punt return a chance to set up and make a play.
Yeah, long kick to the Lions 32-yard or 28-yard line, and takes him out at the Lions 33-yard line.
Tyler McCoach and Caleb White were right there to stop that one.
All right, we're going to take it down to Ashton Dane, our field reporter, right now.
Ashton Dane playing here on the sideline. So far, Kate Conover has had a against Lawrence Lyon. That's it for now. Now back to Jack.
All right, we are back. Good little tidbit of information from Ashton Dane down there on the field. All right, so we are here with the Lawrence offense, the Ravens defense on the field at the Lawrence 33-yard line. Pass, just barely intercepted there by Cole Manning. That'll be an incomplete pass.
I'm going to be honest, I like this 5-wide look from Lawrence. It gives them lots of options. Their quarterback seems athletic enough to be able to break one loose if the pocket breaks down, but it gives him 5 options to pass to. Right there, Cole Manning was just a few inches away from a pick.
Yep. Yeah, Jack, we've seen that happen a couple times. You're looking for a pass, and there's a hole open on the left side, on the weak side of the field. Here we go, run by the quarterback. Just absolutely stopped in his tracks. That'll be a gain of no yards, 3rd and 10 still.
Seth Evans was right there on that play to light him up.
Yeah, that was a big hit. So it'll be 3rd and 10 at the Lawrence 33-yard line.
Those are the two kind of plays we like to see here. If I'm Lawrence, I'm setting up in a pass play. I'm going to allow my receivers a chance to beat the ONW secondary here.
Yep. And here we go, snap out of shotgun. That is picked by Andrew Dumas. He's at the 35-yard and pulled down at the 36 at the Lions 36-yard line. Great pick by Andrew Dumas right there.
And just a bad decision by the Lawrence quarterback. He had time to make another throw.
Yeah.
He decided instead to throw into coverage.
Yeah, that was just a poor choice. Andrew Dumas is right there, and Andrew Dumas is such an athlete, just be able to pick that ball right out of the air. So that'll be the Ravens' possession on the 36-yard line.
Ravens really need to take advantage of this field position. They've been given the ball inside their own 50-yard line. They need to make something happen here.
Yeah, similar. We saw something similar to this at the very beginning of the game, Jack, and did not end very well for the Ravens.
Look for them to go to Dumas. He's 4 yards deep. Cole's going to...
quick pass, and that'll be Ryan Andrew after the pass. That was a great find. Cole Manning just scrambling there and just finds Ryan Andrew out there. We've seen some pretty good pretty good receives. My bad. We've seen Ryan Andrews out there just open a couple times this season already.
And I mean, I like that play from the Ravens. It's a run-pass option, and it fits perfectly into the scheme of their offense. It looks like it's going to be one of the typical option plays with a pitch choice and a handoff, but instead Cole Manning rolls out and finds a receiver.
Cole Manning under snap, fakes oh my gosh. Wow, Jack, that ball was up in the air for a little while. Andrew Dumas almost got that ball. That was pretty wild to see.
That was just about as close to a SportsCenter top 10 play for either side. Dumas about pulled off an amazing catch, and the Lions almost pulled off a wonderful interception.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Jack, I was speechless watching that play right there. So that'll be 3rd and 5 on the Lions 31-yard line. Cole Manning under center again here. And sends it right to Dumas. Dumas seems to take it right up the field. There we go. A gain of 7 yards on the play.
And there's that glimpse of Dumas, that powerful running back that we saw so much last year. I mean, that one guy, he just completely shedded him right at the line and powered through for 7 more yards.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Dumas is such a powerful running back. I was not surprised by that play right there.
And you wonder what he can do when you get him space and a full head of steam.
Cole Manning takes a snap. That'll be a gain of 4 yards there at the Lions' 20-yard line.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
That'll be the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout. Remember, this is sponsored by TB25, where there's always something on.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest, so a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
Hi, this is Trini with Cage Gymnastics. We've been advertising with TV25 for about a year now, and it's been great. We've got good results, and we really enjoy working with the TV25 crew. You can definitely afford to advertise with TV25. We're a small business. We never thought we could afford it, but we can, and it's been a wonderful addition to our advertising. I would encourage you to check out TV25 and see what they can do for you.
And we are back. The Ravens had a little bit of a drive here after an interception by Andrew Dumas. The Ravens are second and 6 on the Ravens yard line, on the Lions side.
Hopefully the Ravens can get something going here. They had a little bit of momentum before the quarter ended. A touchdown right here completely changed the ball game. It'll be the first touchdown in about 60 full minutes of football for the Ravens.
Yep.
Last week they didn't score a single touchdown at Shawnee Mission East.
Jack, if I'm not mistaken, the week before that, we scored one touchdown against Olathe South the week before that. All right, so here we go. Cole Manning under snap. And the snap off to Bryce Johnson. Oh, my bad. Keeper by Cole Manning for a very big hit there. And it's the ball was knocked loose, but I think
they're going to give the ball to the Lions there.
Wow.
A Lions defender just poked his head right into the ball, and it came loose. So the Ravens defense will make another trip out onto the field at the beginning of this second quarter.
Oh, that's unfortunate, Jack. The Ravens had a chance there to score on a drive, and just Cole Manning stopped right in his tracks, just gets the ball loose. So the Ravens defense will take the field there at the Lions. The Lions 17-yard line.
And that's really disappointing to see. I mean, at this point, although they're kicking against the wind, all the Ravens really had to do was hold on to the ball and hopefully guarantee 3 points.
Yeah. So it'll be up to the Lions running back, and he just seems to keep on going. It'll be he'll come out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
And right there, the Ravens just missed an open field tackle. That's been a big problem for them so far this year. I mean, just grabbed a little bit of jersey instead of wrapping him up, and all of a sudden 2 yards turns into 10.
Yeah. That was just a breakdown by the Ravens cornerbacks there. And so here we are at first and 10 at the Lawrence 30-yard line. And we have
officials are slowing down the no-huddle offense here.
Yep.
Lawrence and trips on the left sideline.
And the snap from shotgun off to the Lions running back. Just keeps going up the field. Eventually stopped by Ravens secondary. That's a gain of 7 yards there.
And at this point, I would just keep handing the ball off. I mean, we've seen the quarterback make a mistake now, and they're not having any trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, the Lions offense and running back just coming out and mashing the game here. There's a snap, pass, and the Lions will get the first down at the 41-yard line.
Number 10, Cade Barfetti, needs to be careful over there on that far sideline. He needs to make sure that he's not hitting anybody out of bounds.
So a first and 10 at the Lawrence 41-yard line here. Jack, I'll agree with you, man. They just got to keep on running the ball and just sprinkle a couple pass plays in there and just keep on pushing the ball up the field.
On this play, look for the quarterback to take it himself.
Wow, called it, Jack. That'll be a gain of 1 yard there.
And that play is easy to read from a defensive perspective. I mean, we haven't seen we've seen one throw on this drive. It was a 5-yard upfield near the sideline. He's thrown an interception last drive. They're not going to trust him with 5 out to make that same decision.
Yep.
Especially with some of the athletic plays he's made with his legs so far.
Connor Hillary comes off the field. Another snap. Another shotgun. And looking out, there's a long pass. It'll be just long. There's a flag on the play.
They're going to get Barfetti for pass interference. That ball was nowhere near catchable. No. But because he dragged him down, they're going to call pass interference.
See, Jack, that cannot happen. You can't. I mean, that ball was nowhere near contention.
That ball was completely uncatchable. There's no reason for that. It looks like instead the penalty may be on Lawrence. If there's a penalty at all.
Seems to be. Oh yeah, that is a penalty on Lawrence.
All right. Well, that's helpful.
Yeah. Well. All right. So it'll be second and 14.
And I mean, even on that last throw, I really don't understand the decision there. He was covered. Barfetti was all over him. There was nothing that he gets out of that throw.
No. Looking out here again for the pass, quarterback keeper. Just going up the field again. We've seen that multiple times. That's a gain of no yards, Jack. Or gain of 1 yard.
Kendall McNeil right there to wrap him up at the line.
So 3rd and 14 out for the Lions here.
It appears to this point both sides have kind of a one-dimensional offense. There doesn't seem to be a real threat other than the run for either team.
See the Lions. That'll be a timeout. All right, that's timeout by Lawrence. We'll take it to a quick break and we'll be back.
Advertising with TV25 for about a year now, and it's been great. We've got good results, and we really enjoy working with the TV25 crew. You can definitely afford to advertise with TV25. We're a small business. We never thought we could afford it, but we can, and it's been a wonderful addition to our advertising. I would encourage you to check out TV25 and see what they can do for you.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more.
And we are back. Lawrence 3 and 14 on their own 37-yard line.
The Ravens need to stop right here on their turf.
Jack, we've seen a couple big plays on 3rd down by the Lions here. I'm just going to call it right now and say it's going to be a quarterback keeper.
And that's more of due to breakdowns on the defensive end.
Yep.
Than
there it is again. And just say every single time, Jack. That'll be a gain of, what is that? That'll be a gain of 7, an amount of yardage. That'll be a gain of a couple yards there.
If you're on the defensive line right now for the Ravens, you just have to be out of your mind frustrated. You broke down the pocket right there and didn't get any help from your linebackers or secondary.
No. And clock is running down here. Lions seem a little confused on what is going on.
Communication appears to be hard from the far sideline. Looks like they're going to bring out the punt team.
They're going to have to call a timeout here to delay a game. And that'll be the delay of game on the Lions. Doesn't really matter. They have the wind of their backs. Bring out the punt team here.
They'll get the 5-yard boost in the air.
Yep.
At this point, it would have been a good call for the Lions to take the 4th down opportunity. I mean, there's nothing preventing them from moving the ball to this point, as we've seen. At the very worst, they lose the ball at the 45-yard line and give it up to a Ravens offense that hasn't moved the ball at all in 2.5 football games.
No. So here comes the punt on the Lions' 42-yard line. With the wind in the back, it's not going to really matter. Gabe Arfredi is back deep at the 15-yard line.
See if he can make a move.
Here's the punt. Gabe already had him moving a lot, and that's me out of bounds there.
And a good punt from the Lions, well placed. Why kick it to him when you can kick it to the 15-yard line out of bounds, pin the Ravens inside their 20. Fantastic play there from the Lions.
Yep. Like you said, Jack, against an offense that just hasn't been able to move the ball here, this could be troublesome.
And so far, it doesn't even look like the Lawrence defense has really made a play. It's almost like mistakes by the offense, such as running into the guard or fumbling, has been the problem for the Ravens.
Yep. I'll have to agree with that one, Jack. The Raven offense taking the field right now at their own 15-yard line.
On this drive, I'd really love to see an option out to the right with Melendez. Try to get around the corner there, move the offensive line, have them run out in front of you, see if you can get something going.
And Coleman keeping the tossing out to Mario, him getting taken down for a loss of 1 yard.
And I guess I'll have to eat my words because that's exactly what happened. The offensive line just didn't get around in front of the defense. They didn't move quite quick enough.
Jack, this is tough here. You don't have enough time to get an option away. You don't have enough time for any pass plays. This offensive line just keeps on breaking down. Under center, Cole Manning taking the snap, giving it off to Bryce Johnson for a gain of 3 yards.
And I love that play to Bryce Johnson. If you find him a small hole, since he's only 2 or 3 yards deep on most plays, it doesn't take for him very long to get to that hole, and he's such a powerful kid. There's an injured Raven down on the field.
I think it's Mario Melendez, Jack. Yeah, Jack, I think that's Mario Melendez on the field.
And apparently coming into this game, he's had some health issues.
Can't quite tell what that is, Jack, if it's just a cramp. We're going to take a commercial real quick. Remember, this is TV 25 where there's always something on.
Charge of fundraising for your soccer or baseball team, preschool, elementary, high school, cheerleaders, dance teams, or scouts? Are you all out of ideas? DollarsForYou.com is here to get the dollars for you. Visit DollarsForYou.com and look at all the fast and easy fundraising ideas together in one place. DollarsForYou.com is a Kansas-owned business that has been helping groups raise thousands of dollars for more than 30 years. Check out our trash bag special right now with 40 to 50% profit with bags 150% stronger than Glad or Hefty in team colors, and they're made right here in Kansas. Guaranteed moneymakers include tumblers, cookies, chocolates, and there's no upfront cost. We've got favorites like cookies from Mrs. Fields and Otis Spunkmeyer, signature chocolates, Poppin' Popcorn, and School Spirit tumblers. Call now for more information.
And we are back. Martin Lennis comes off the field a little quicker than we thought he would. He took his helmet off there, just kind of hobbled off. We'll have to take it to Ashton a little bit to see what's going on with that.
Hopefully it's not too serious.
Cole Manning looking out for the pass, and he'll get it to Andrew Dumas. Just short of the first down. Probably 4th and 1, Jack.
And the Lions are definitely starting to anticipate that play. We see the Ravens run it a lot where Cole will fake a pitch to the right, will roll out to his left and look for Dumas in the flat.
Yep.
Ravens are going to go for it on 4th down. Pretty bold considering how deep they are in their own possession.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it, Jack. I mean, you go for a punt, maybe getting 20, 25 yards here.
Exactly.
No delay of game here, though, however. A little confusion with the team here as to what they're running. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it.
Look for a play up the middle here.
Gives Andrew Jumis, or my bad, Cole Manning just keeps the ball, gets first down. 3 yards on the play there.
Good decision on the option there by Cole Manning. He saw a little bit of a gap for himself, and he took advantage.
Yep. So actually a gain of 4 for the Ravens. It seems to be Jackson Long kind of hobbling off the field with Caleb McCall coming in for him.
Dumas exited not too long ago. The Ravens are going to call timeout.
Well, that's going to be a timeout. We're going to take a quick break. Remember, this is TV 25 where there's always something on.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
And we are back. The Ravens just got a big first down play. And
with 6 minutes left in the half, they really just need to keep moving the ball. The Ravens don't move overly quickly on the offensive side, and they take a lot of time in between plays because they don't run a very quick. They usually take the entire play clock.
Yep.
So 6 minutes is the perfect amount of time. They just need to put a drive together and get on the board.
Yeah, Jack, this is a chance. I mean, I can imagine this drive up the field. If they manage to hold possession of the ball the entire time, it's going to take the whole 6 minutes, and it'd be a good chance to tie up the game at halftime.
And they absolutely need to maintain possession for a lot of the remainder of this half. They need to get on the board before the halftime begins. It would be a real momentum change.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Jack.
And that's something the Ravens have been short of in the past few weeks is momentum.
Yeah, a lot of times the last couple of weeks, they've been down double digits before the half.
And sometimes just keeping the fans in the game is a big part of the equation.
Yep. So the Raven offense come out on the field at their own 28-yard line.
You have to wonder what coach has drawn up here for this drive. They need to make something special happen.
Coleman under snap, and here's a snap. That was given to Bryce Johnson there for a gain of 3 yards.
And like we said, the Ravens not moving too quick. 15 seconds have already ticked off the clock, and they've only gained 2 yards.
Yep.
Everything needs to be positive on this drive. They can't take losses. Everything needs to move forward.
Yeah, of course, Shaq. See, there's already 10 seconds left on the play clock. Here we go. Cole Manning will keep the ball, and that'll be a loss of 2 yards there, Jack. That is, that's unfortunate.
And unfortunately on that play, there was just a complete breakdown. The defense was in the backfield the second Manning had his hands on the ball.
Yep.
Just didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to go for the pitch. Decided to keep it, turn the other way, and just got absolutely clobbered. So that'll be actually a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 8 on the Ravens' own 30-yard line.
And Ravens moving into their no-huddle style offense. Unfortunately, a full minute's already ticked off the clock, and they've not moved more than 2 yards.
Coleman looking for the pass, gets it out to Ryan Andrews, and that'll be a first down, Jack. Or Yeah, it'll be a first down, Jack.
Good catch by Ryan Andrews. Way to fight for every single yard he got. It looks like they're going to mark him short or at least measure it. And they're going to give it to him.
Yep. Jack, I saw the chains moving. It looked a little short, but I saw the chains moving, so I just assumed it's first down. It will be a first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Good play by Cole Manning to find his receiver quickly and give him some time to work.
Yeah, Ryan Andrews seems to be the main man to go to for those quick little passes when the offensive line breaks down. So Cole Manning will just get pushed and hand it off just before the gain of 1 yard to Bryce Johnson.
I think the Ravens need to throw some variability into this offense. Yep. They've kind of run the same 2 plays over and over again. Only once have they tried to get around the corner.
See, Jack's just so tough. The offensive line breaks down in a second and a half. And so just it's tough to get around that corner when the defensive line is already in the backfield.
You're right.
So that'll be 2nd and 9 for the Ravens. Cole Manning looking at rolling out for the pass. See, defensive line in the backfield almost gets intercepted. Wow. Yeah, that was absolutely rushed by number 11 on the Lions. Wow, 4 minutes left in the half. And the Ravens have only gained about 12, 13 yards here.
3rd and long, the Ravens are going to have to go to the air, something that's not really within their comfort zone, especially against this tough wind.
Yep. It'll have to be short passes and long runs, Jack. Line it up. 5 seconds left on the clock.
Look for Connor Boyd or maybe Ryan Andrew on the pass target here.
And that'll be to Gabe Arfetti. Just doesn't seem to get up the field. That'll be 4th down and 13. Wow.
And right there, he just had no one in between him and the defense. He got the pitch quick. He just never had anywhere to go but towards the sideline.
Yep. Bringing out the punt team.
Connor Boyd is taking care of the punting duties tonight.
You know, Jack, I'm just so curious. I kind of want to see John Lindsay get his hands on, or get his feet on the ball, Jack.
Absolutely. He's been a 4-sport athlete. This is his first year being a 4-sport athlete at Northwest between soccer, football, basketball, and tennis.
Yep. Well, tennis is quite the sport. There's the punt. It'll come down at the Lions' 36, 37-yard line. There's a flag on the play. That'll be a penalty on the Lions.
It's going to be probably roughing the punter.
Yep.
They kind of got up into Boyd's grill a little bit, but I do like the style of punt there from Boyd, going end over end, making sure that when it hits, if it hits, it bounces instead of punting the ball up in the air.
Yep.
Ravens are going to decline the penalty.
Yeah, so there's no really reason to take that one, Jack. And most you gain 5 yards on that, and you're still back 6 or 7 yards.
Now, one thing, there was some encouraging plays on that drive from the Ravens. They just couldn't string anything together.
Yep. Yeah, a good pass by Ryan Andrews, and some moments the Andrew Dumas kind of got around, but just couldn't, as you said, Jack, couldn't string it together, couldn't find enough first downs to get the touchdown.
Now, if you're Lawrence here on the offensive side of the ball, you're looking to take some shots. With 3 minutes left in the half, I mean, you want to control the game going into halftime, so why not take some shots downfield?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose, already up 7 before the half. There's a snap, hands it off to the running back with the gain of, that'll be 3 yards at the Lions' 40-yard line. It's a 2nd and 7 for the Lions. Just running quick here.
Lions also need to get on the board here. Ravens come out of the half receiving the ball.
There's another keep by the quarterback. We've seen the quarterback for the Lions be pretty dangerous with those keeps. The fake handoff to the running back. That'll be gain of 2 yards.
The interesting thing about his running ability, most of his big plays have been on just complete lapses by his line. It's like where the pocket breaks down with 5 out, and and he's just given the opportunity to make a play. Those designed runs don't seem to be near as effective.
Yeah, the pocket breaks down, and he just finds a gap on the side of the field where the Ravens secondary is not there. That'd be a 3rd and 5. He's looking deep. It gets intercepted. This could be a chance here. This could be a chance for the Ravens. Grant Hall intercepted the ball, brings it up to the Lions' 15-yard line. That is exactly what the Ravens need with 1:48 left in the half.
Great play from Grant Hall to step in the passing lane, pick the ball, and then get a nice gain on that. I love the stiff arm at the end, the spin move. Made a great effort to get around that quarterback. The only thing better is pick 6. Grant Hall finds the end zone.
Yeah, just wasn't quite fast enough to get past the 2 safeties. Or a safety in the cornerback there.
The Ravens need to get on the board here. They have about 2 minutes left, and at their pace, that means they probably have 5, maybe 6 plays. If nothing else, they just need to stay within field goal range and let John Lindsay go to work.
Here's Cole Manning under snap with 1:48 left in the half at the Lions' 16-yard line. And wow. Yep. The Lions coming out with some looking for some blood there.
Look for the Ravens to continue to try to pound the ball to Dumas, especially so deep in their own on their own side of the field.
So it's a gain of no yards there. Cole Manning again under center. Seems to be the same exact play. Cole Manning keeps it with a gain of 2.
And it looks like he's going to get stopped right about the original line of scrimmage. If nothing else at this point for the Ravens, I just try to keep the ball in the middle of the hashes, set up a good field goal. You have to get on the board before the half ends, especially with such a big play from Grant Hall. You can't miss this opportunity.
Yeah, you have to capitalize on that. That's a heartbreaker there. You have a great play by Grant Hall, as you said, and without being able to capitalize, that could hurt the Ravens for sure. So the Lions' 14-yard line. Cole Manning under center. Looks the same exact play. Looking for a pass. Ryan Andrews catches the ball and takes it up to the 1-yard line. 2-yard line, my bad. This is a chance here. 30 seconds left in the half. First down here.
Hafner's not going to call a timeout. He's going to let his players go after it.
Well, you figure they got 2, maybe 3 shots here. Just keep punching up the middle. If punching up the middle doesn't work, you just look out for Ryan Andrews again. Been so potent this game. Just trying to find him there in the corner of the end zone.
The line needs a big push right here.
Yep.
All they need is a few yards of dominance. Get in that end zone.
And that will...
Dumas is going to be marked just short.
Just short, inches away from the end zone. Hafner calls a timeout there to stop the clock. All right, so that'll be a timeout. We'll take a quick break. Remember, this has been TV 25, where there's always something on.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
We are back. This is an exciting end of the second half, Jack, or the first half, Jack. Just inches shy of the end zone. Second down. Andrew Dumas just barely stopped there by the Lions defensive line.
And the Ravens have to get into the end zone. It's been well over 60 minutes since the Ravens have scored their last touchdown. Their last touchdown came in the first quarter against Olathe South, so nearly 2 full football games.
Yep.
A touchdown right here completely changes this matchup with Lawrence.
Yeah, and even here, if you don't get it here, you need to call a timeout right away. 1 timeout left, and that'll be the touchdown for the Ravens. There we go, with 8 seconds left in the first half. Get on the board. Jack, that is exactly what the Ravens need right before the first half.
And it's all because of that pick from Grant Hall. The Lawrence quarterback makes his second big mistake on the night. Grant Hall makes him pay for it, picks up a big gain, And then Cole Manning scores his second touchdown of the season and sneaks into the end zone.
Yeah, I cannot imagine the Lions are going to throw much more this game. Here we go, the kick by Connor Boyd for the extra point, tie the game up. And here's a snap and the kick. And that will be blocked. That is blocked by the Lions. Wow, that's unfortunate. However, the game is still 6-7. Ravens finally put some points on the board.
And unfortunately for the Ravens, that's the kind of thing that can't happen. Who knows if you're going to get on the board again for the rest of the night, especially with some of the struggles they've been having to move the football. Even if their defense holds for the remainder of the night, they still may not walk away with the win.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be devastating, Jack, if both defenses play a good game and hold them to 6-7 and they lose by 1 point off of a blocked field goal.
Exactly. The Ravens need to take advantage of every single opportunity they're given on both sides of the football. If not, it's tough for them to win games.
So there's 8 seconds left in the first half, right before halftime. The one thing that we can absolutely not see, Jack, is a return for a touchdown by the Lions.
And I doubt that the Ravens give them much of an opportunity. If I'm the Ravens, I'm not kicking it deep. I'm kicking it short, giving my special teams time to get down there. And I doubt the Lawrence Lions take much of a shot if they wind up with a play. They'll probably just kneel, send it to the half, and walk away with their lead.
Yep. You know the Ravens will be coming full speed to stop whatever comes out of this return.
And right before the half, we're going to send it down to Ashton Dane. We're not doing that quite yet. After the kickoff, we'll see what she has to say.
Hopefully we get some information on what happened with Mario Melendez earlier in the game. So there's Connor Boyd setting up for the kick here. And here we are set up, ready for the kick. There's a kick, and he attempts to go deep there. Gets to the Lions' 15-yard line, and yeah, they're going to be pulled down with 4 seconds left.
And
just shy of the 30-yard line.
Don't expect much here from the Lions. Nope. Throwing the ball has not worked out for them so well. The last thing you want to do if you're from Lawrence is give up a pick and watch the Ravens run it all the way back into the end zone.
So that's just shy of the Lions' 30-yard line. Jack, I think it'll be right here. They might just take a knee. Oh, they just might take a knee.
It looks like we're going to see one
running back, number 25, and he'll be just shy of the first down at the 40-yard line. So that'll send it to timeout. We're going to send it to Ashton Dane real quick, and we'll be back.
Dane here for this line. I have 3 reports, 2 minor ones with Cade Conover, number 6, having a cramped. The number 6 back along with her Achilles. Then we have a very severe injury with number 2, Mario. He looks like he has a sprained ankle. That's it for I now. Let's see you guys.
So I'm not sure you heard about that. We did hear that Mario Melendez has a sprained ankle, so I'm not sure we'll see him much more of the game. That's going to be the end of the first half. We're going to send it to halftime show.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
We are excited to share the first single delivery this evening. From one, many, is also active in music these days. While Little QUG is primarily focused musically, and as with the composition of a few, Bob starts us with one schematic line, with players to become 2, 3, minis. We also have some fun with 3 dog nights. One is the Romance Genre, and original music by our esteemed arranger and composer, Mr. Aaron Guidry.
No, I'm going to give you the reserve edition. Okay. Want a snack too? No, I don't need that. Sorry, come on.
Is the band ready? Olathe Northwest is proud to share with you from the field is yours.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
The Dig Pink event started in 2013. I feel like it's a great opportunity for all of our volleyball programs to actually reach out and work with the community for a great cause. This event is very community oriented. Like, the players come in, and I think there is the aspect of competition on the floor, but I think there's a very sense of community with all the teams when we come to an event like this.
Yeah, normally it's competitive, but each team is playing for something that's kind of bigger than themselves. So everybody works hard, but we're also sponsoring a good cause.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
It just, it helps promote awareness for what's going on, and all the girls were doing what we love, so it's just like a big event for everybody because we're doing it for people we love, and it's also promoting awareness.
All of the JV and varsity volleyball teams from the Olathe School District get together, and we just have a good time of fellowship, but then they bring in and provide speakers that either have been personally affected by breast cancer.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
Dig Pink is where all the high schools come together and play each other, and it's a really fun atmosphere with a big crowd.
I think the best thing is that night we're all Olathe.
The purpose of Dig Pink is to spread awareness about cancer and to have everyone together to talk about it. The atmosphere is just very fun. It's not necessarily competition, it's just everyone getting together to again spread awareness.
The parade or the marching in of the survivors or the people we're paying tribute to, it's a night that brings Olathe together. It's a fun thing.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
So the Dig Pink event is an event that we use to honor people who have either survived breast cancer, are currently struggling with breast cancer, or have passed away and lost their battle with breast cancer. And so the big thing is to spread awareness. So we go and play a couple games. We play the other Olathe schools, and the whole goal is to raise a bunch of money and to raise that awareness and to let people have a good time.
We know for a fact that because we started doing the Dig Pink event, 2 women have been actually came to the Dig Pink. They went in and got a check, and they were diagnosed with breast cancer, but they caught it so early that they've been able to treat it. And unfortunately, the statistics are that at least one of the girls on the varsity team will end up getting breast cancer in her lifetime.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
It's honestly a really good event, just the whole culture of it and the atmosphere. You walk in, you have all these different high schools, but they're kind of coming together for one overall cause. I think it's very important because it brings a lot of awareness to just breast cancer and everything surrounding it in general.
It's very important to me. I'm a breast cancer survivor too. I was diagnosed last year in October, and it was actually at the Dig Pink banquet that I was listening to the speakers and going, I know I have a lump, I wonder what this means for me, you know, and just happy to know that we're letting girls know what to do early on so they can detect it early, and that there's great, the Olathe Medical Center was great to me.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
So yeah, Jack. The score is 6-7. Start of the third quarter. Just back from halftime. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. I know for a fact that the Ravens talked about getting some more stuff going during offense in the locker room.
Absolutely, they had a bit of a scoring drought until they did sneak into the end zone on that last possession, but unfortunately the PAT was blocked and they still trail by a point. Hopefully both sides of the ball for the Ravens can kind of explode in this half and really take over, as the fans seem to be struggling with a beach ball.
Yeah, Jack, I was just about to say that. The beach ball, well, they throw one way and it just comes back to them. The wind is very strong.
Hawaiian Night is off to a tough start with the beach ball.
Yeah, it's rough. And here's a kick by the Lions. Wow, that goes real deep, and that'll be a touchback. High school rule, as soon as it goes in the end zone, automatic touchback. They'll still start at the 20-yard line.
And that 15-mile-an-hour wind gives the kicker a huge boost.
Yep. Yeah, that ball was just up in the air until the very end, very back of the end zone.
Ravens will set up shop here at the 20.
So 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. The Ravens offense will come out here. Now, Jack, we saw some things at the end of the first half, but primarily it was that big play from Grant Hall that gave the Ravens a chance to score there. So hopefully they can the offensive line will come out with a little more steam and be able to give Cole Manning a little more time in the pocket.
The Ravens just need to make sure that out of this option set they change their looks a little bit. They can't keep going back to the same play over and over again.
And that'll be a quarterback keeper. That'll be a gain of 5 yards on the play.
And a good play by the linebacker there, just completely cutting off Cole Manning's legs.
Yep.
But then again, positive yards are positive yards, and it was a great read there by Manning.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 on the 25-yard line. The Ravens, as you said, Jack, the Ravens kind of need to run some more variation, and it's tough with this offensive line. I'd like to see a little more passing, especially to Ryan Andrews. He's had a couple good plays tonight, and there Cole Manning will just get will get a yard there on that keep rolling out. I think he was looking for some receivers out.
They were running a little option to the left there, and it looked like Brown was right there with him. I would have liked to see a pitch out to Brown. It looks like Brown may have had some space. The defense kind of was pulled right to Manning there. A little bit of a side note, we've seen some volleyball players trickle in after their 3-set win over Olathe South tonight.
Jack, good information, man.
Thank you.
So that'll be 3rd and 3 on the 27-yard line for the Ravens. Here we go. There's a snap right up the middle. And I think Cole, that'll be a gain of 2 yards, 4th and 1, just shy of the first down.
And I think the Ravens have to go for it here. They've picked up about 2 yards on every single play that they have run, with the exception of the opening play from Manning on the keeper. I'd almost be willing to run a little bit of an RPO, fake a handoff, and let Cole make a play with his arm.
So it looks like we got some more receivers on the field. Cole Manning will hand it off to Andrew Dumas.
And I think it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looks that way, Jack.
Wonderful second effort there from Andrew Dumas. Kept his legs turning after first bit of contact and found his way to a first down.
That was a gain of 2 on the play there, Jack. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Ravens' 31-yard line. You know, Jack, as you were saying, it's just important to keep on just, you know, chipping away at yards there. Just 2 every single play. That was important to get in the first down. I think that might be what the Ravens have to do the rest of the night.
And I think they're definitely in 4-down football, especially with some of like the early losses they've had this season. They got to push through.
Wow, there's the option to Gabe Barfetti on the outside. Gets a first down with a gain of that'll be 15 yards, I think, Jack.
I think that was a great play. That's the kind of play that you get with this offense, especially if you can get a quick back moving with you to the outside.
Yeah, Jack, and that's what this offense is set up for. Just hasn't had a lot of success until that play right there. That was an important gain of 13 yards. Close to the halfway point on the field. It'll be a 1st and 10 on the Ravens' 43-yard line. There's a handoff. Oh, pitch to Elijah Becker there.
Similar play. They just kind of switched sides. There's going to be a flag. Might be on the Ravens. And it looks like it may be a sideline penalty.
I'm not sure what's happening there, Jack.
They're going to repeal the flag, I think. They didn't find an issue. I think they were maybe potentially warning the sideline. They had a lot of coaches and players up on the white.
So we got Ryan Andrew out wide on the right side. The field, Cole Manning under center for the snap. There's a snap option. Cole Manning takes the ball with a gain of, that'll be a gain of 5 yards.
Great play from Cole there. He had Barfetti out with him, but instead of pitching the ball, he decided to keep it, make a cut up the middle of the field, and pick up 5 yards.
Yep. Yeah, see, Jack, and that's what you look for from this offense, that option to Gabe Barfetti the last couple times. I thought Coleman was going to keep it for a second. Or he did keep it.
Ravens in no hurry to move the ball. They've already burned 4 minutes of this third quarter. The pass is going to be tipped from Cole Manning and find the turf.
And that one official says it's caught. The other one says it's not. But they will rule that an incomplete pass. So 4th and 4 from midfield for the Ravens. That's unfortunate. That would have been a first down there.
And it's still 4-down territory if you're Northwest, especially with the lack of offensive movement they've had. You can't give away possessions at this point, especially playing against the wind.
Yep. Ryan Andrews out wide again on the right side. And there it is, the handoff, and that'll be stopped right there, right in his tracks. That'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't love the decision there. I know it was an option play, but giving the ball up the middle to your fullback may not be the way to go when you need 4 yards on 4th down.
Yeah, Jack, I would have liked to see another option with Cole Manning and Gabe Barfetti on the right side again.
Well, that'll bring out the Raven defense. Some of those two-way players will head back out onto the field for another long drive. Bryce Johnson looks frustrated as he heads to the sideline.
So the Raven defense on the field at the 49-yard line. The Lions' 49-yard line. Fumble, quarterback falls on the ball. That'll be a loss of 4 yards.
And Lawrence has had a series of low snaps. There hasn't really been a perfect snap tonight, especially out of a shotgun offense that snaps the ball 5 yards every single play.
Yep.
Now Lawrence's have to set up to throw.
2nd and 15. Gives it right back off to the running back. And see, just break away. He's been breaking away all night up that right side of the field.
And even though that was only a gain for 5 yards, he could have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was just one missed tackle.
Yeah, we've seen that. It seems like the offensive line breaks apart for the Lions, but he always just seems to find a quick pocket in there.
And there on that play, Grant Hall makes yet another tackle. He's made a tackle for a loss and has an interception. He's really making a big contribution on the defensive side of the field. That safety position is perfect for him.
So a 3rd and 8. Dropping back for the pass. Almost got there. And that'll be a gain of 3 on the play as he keeps it.
And once again, Hall made his presence felt. He was in the backfield within half a second. Unfortunately, he just absolutely whiffed on the tackle.
Yep.
Ran right past the quarterback.
So that'll be 4th and 6. They're going to keep their offensive out there.
I don't see a reason not to put the ball on the ground here. I bet they'll run an option of some sort.
Pass right up the middle of the field. You know, we've seen that. That's been dangerous for the quarterback. There's 2 picks just like that earlier in the game, but that is completion for first down.
And on that play, the Ravens secondary was putting way too much padding on the Lawrence wide receivers. They haven't blown past him all night. And in fact, the quarterback's made 2 mistakes on those little slant routes. He's thrown 2 picks on routes exactly like that. Why would you give the receivers room to move?
I don't know, Jack, but that'll be first down for the Lions on the Ravens 39-yard line, right up the middle with a gain of 3 yards. Second and 8 for the Lions, Jack.
Dumas is looking a little bit fatigued out there. He's got hands on the hips, starting to move a little slow.
Yeah, Jack, that's what happens when you're playing both sides of the field all game long.
Especially with such a responsibility in the middle of that defense.
Yep. Wow, backfield again. Quarterback keeps it. We've seen that all game long, Jack. Get in the backfield, and the quarterback just finds a way up the opposite side of the field.
And it's interesting because number 7, a wide receiver, had Ryan Andrew beat right up the middle.
Yep.
That pass is a connection, and we have a Lawrence touchdown.
I think the quarterback's just gotten used to bailing on the passing and just keeping the ball and going up the opposite side of the field.
And it seems like Lawrence's pass protection is poor. The pocket seems to break down frequently as their tight end seems to struggle to find formation.
Yep. Now about to the slot, and that'll be incomplete pass. And that'll bring 4th down and 4 for the Lions.
That type of play is potentially really dangerous for the defense. I mean, number 7 right there has space. All he has to do is catch it first, and he has an opportunity. He had blockers in front and some room on the sideline.
Yeah, you see a similar formation out there just a second ago for the Lions, and they were only just Gabe Arfetti out there all alone.
And the Lawrence Lions are going to go for a field goal.
Well, Jack, you know, with a win like this, I can see a little bit of the reasoning behind that.
I would look for a fake potentially. This one looks like it's going to be about 43, 45 yards, somewhere in that range. That's a pretty impressive high school field goal. With win like this, that's tough at any level. The Lions only have 4 to 5 yards to gain. There may be something up their sleeves.
Yeah, Jack, I think you're right. We could be looking at a potential fake here. That will not be a fake, and that'll be no good. Just left of the field goal. It had the distance, but not quite in the center where we needed it, or where the Lions needed it.
And although helped by the wind, it was a pretty good kick. It had a pretty good loft on it.
Yep.
Gave himself a chance.
So that'll be a turnover on downs by the Lions, bringing it up to the Ravens 33-yard line.
In high school, having a weapon like a kicker is really important. There's a lot of teams that can't kick field goals because they just don't have a reliable kicker. So having someone that they trust to send out there from 43 yards out is impressive.
Yeah, Jack, we've seen a lot of times in college and even professional games, kicker can be a huge difference. And if the Lions had, it looks like it's a pretty solid kicker out there, but if they had that kick, that could be a big play in the game here.
Olathe Northwest has yet to rejoin the Lions on the field.
So the Ravens will take the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Ravens need to move the ball a little bit, get out of their own end zone.
Just tough with some wind against them like this. They can't really utilize any of the receivers. But however, they will go for a pass here to just long Chase Brown. Wow.
And it's a little bit disappointing to not see a bit more effort out of Chase Brown. He had the space, and it honestly wasn't that bad of a throw.
No.
I mean, especially in a game like this, you need to see some effort. He needs to be on the turf right now.
Yeah, it was just barely long for Chase Brown. And I agree, Jack. You've got to be laying out for a ball like that. You need a big play.
And it's not like it was a bad ball for Cole Manning. It wasn't pinpoint, but for throwing the ball 30 yards downfield, that's about as accurate as it's going to get in a high school football game.
Yeah, downfield with wind, Jack.
Exactly.
That'll be a toss. Toss to Chase Brown again, and that'll be a loss of 2 or 3 yards. I've seen a couple of those tosses. They fail to gain to get up the field and gain any yards on that. The defensive line and linebackers just managed to follow him all the way out and push him back.
And it's really disappointing to see that play after such an opportunity, losing 4 yards after missing such a wide open receiver. It's just disappointing.
Yep. So that'll make it third and 14 for the Ravens here on their own 16-yard line.
Ravens don't have much choice but to pass. However, a punt right here pretty much sets the Lions up with great field position.
Cole Manning looking for the pass, decides to keep it, and that decision will be fatal.
And there was absolutely no protection on that play. The pocket broke down the second the ball was snapped, and Cole Manning had nowhere to go with it but keep it himself.
That's unfortunate to see. The offensive line has been struggling this game to find Cole Manning protection to get an ample pass out there. So we will see Connor Boyd lined up just shy of their own end zone. And there will be the punt. Just a long, shallow punt.
He's going to let it roll out of bounds.
Yeah, that'll make the distance, though. Actually, not a bad punt against the wind, but you keep it shallow like that, letting it roll. That's strategic by Connor Boyd. That'll put it on the Lions' 47-yard line, giving it a first down.
And I like the punt from Connor Boyd. Although it wasn't in the air, that's exactly what you need on a winning night like tonight, a rugby-style punt that's just going to roll a ways.
Yeah, really no chance of putting it up in the air and finding lots of yards on that. So I have to agree, Jack. That was a strategic move.
The Raven defense has actually done a surprisingly good job tonight compared to previous weeks. They've only let 7 points go up on the board. They need another good stop here to keep the Ravens in the football game.
So 1st and 10 on the Lions' 47-yard line. They have 5 receivers out.
They're going to go empty. Ball's going to go to the running back.
We're going to take it up left side of the field. That'll be a gain of 7 or 8 yards on the play.
Anytime you see Lawrence go into a 5-out set with an empty backfield, I would not be expecting throw unless you have second in distance or third in distance. It's just at this point in the game, especially with a lead, you don't want to give the ball away. You're looking to keep the ball on the ground.
No, that's exactly what they did, Jack. So 4 yards out. Give it again to the running back. Seems to get pushed out. However, he finds it up the field. That'll be a gain about 7 or 8 yards there, Jack.
And that right there is the difference between the spread and the option offense. And this spread offense, with an athletic back, you have the ability to find the edge, even if your play isn't designed to get around there. On that play, the running back just snuck around the corner of the secondary and cut up field. In our offense, when you only line up 4 deep, it's really hard to get around the edge of that line of the linebackers.
Well, you know, Jack, it's all up to the offensive line. That'll be a good pass for about 12 yards. Another first down on the Ravens' own 28.
And the receiver really bailed out his quarterback there. That diving catch basically prevented an interception. Tyler McCoach was right there to make the play. Instead, Lawrence picks up 9 yards.
Yeah, not quite a first down, Jack, on the Ravens' 30-yard line. Here comes the snap. Off to the running back, right up the right side. That'll be a gain about 6 yards.
And once again, the story of the night has kind of been the offensive line on both sides of the football. This Lawrence offensive line just created a huge hole for the back there. He snuck up right up through the hole, picked up 5 easy yards before being touched.
Yeah, see, that's the difference of a good line there, Jack. Giving Lawrence, I mean, look how much time they're having on that play, just like that. Huge pocket on the right side of the field, and that'll be a touchdown for the Lions. Yeah, just made a pocket on the right side of the field, push all the defensive linemen inside, and right at the right side of the field.
And sometimes that just comes down to good legs on the offensive side. I mean, the quarterback saw his hole, made one good cut through it, and wasn't going to be caught.
Nope. So I'll take the score 6-13 with 1:37 left in the third quarter. Lions line up for the field goal extra point here.
Now the Ravens still have plenty of time to get on the board again. They have another full 16 minutes. Unfortunately, missing that PAT at the end of the second quarter means that they're going to have to go for 2 if they get into the end zone.
Yep, and that does hurt them, especially when we haven't seen huge run plays with pockets created by the offensive line this game. So that will bring out the Ravens return team. The Lions have the win here still, with 1:37 left in the third quarter.
Because both offenses have kept the ball on the ground for the most part, there hasn't been a lot of stoppage in play. This third quarter is kind of blown by. We're only an hour and a half basically since the game began, and we're almost 3/4 of the way through this football game.
Yep.
Don't expect Chase Brown to bring anything back here. With the win, this ball's likely to roll out the back of the end zone.
Yeah, just like we saw at the beginning of this quarter, Jack. Expect a very deep kick again. And here's a kick by the Lions, and just shy of the end zone. However, Chase Brown drops the ball, catches, picks back up. Run up the right side of the field. Keep going up. Just brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Shucks a tackler there. Shucks a defender there.
Pretty impressive from Brown there to make something out of nothing. He dropped that football. Kind of made me nervous a little bit, but all of a sudden he picks up about 28 yards. 25 yards, excuse me.
So he will be brought down to the 25-yard line. And the Raven offense coming on the field. Ryan Andrews out again on their right side of the field. And there's a snap, and it'll be a gain of 1 yard by Cole Manning.
Yeah, once again, kind of the story of the night. Nothing really happening on the offensive line. Not a lot of forward movement there from the Ravens.
No, they're just they fail to make any big pockets for Cole Manning. Both pass-wise, they aren't holding the pass coverage and creating pockets for the run play has been difficult this night. Here's a snap. Cole Manning giving it off to Bryce Johnson. Kind of stopped in his tracks. However, that will be a gain of 1 at the 29-yard line.
Taking a quick look forward in Raven Athletics, next Tuesday we'll be broadcasting the rivalry between Olathe Northwest and Olathe East. We'll have more details when we come back from this commercial. You're watching TV 25, where there's always something on.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
And Jack, we are back from that quick commercial. 40 seconds left in the third quarter, Jack, and I'll tell you what, the Ravens need to kind of pick it up here and create the offensive line primarily needs to create some space for Cole Manning.
As I was saying earlier, next week is kind of a big week for Raven Athletics. It's homecoming week at Olathe Northwest. On Tuesday, we have the rivalry between Olathe West and Olathe Northwest for a soccer game. Then on Friday night, we have the homecoming game between Olathe Northwest and the Gardner-Edgerton Blazers, who are kind of on a roll right now. They're 3-0 to this point, looking for another win this week.
So, Jack, just there's a pass to Ryan Andrews. However, it just barely missed him. And that is a penalty on the defense, so it'll be automatic first down.
They're going to get the Lions for a personal foul.
So that is 1st and 10 on the Ravens' 45-yard line, lining up here. Cole Manning takes it, gives it to Bryce Johnson, finds 3 or 4 yards on the play.
The Ravens need to keep moving the ball. There's about 30 seconds left in this third quarter. They don't necessarily need to score a touchdown before the end of this third quarter. They just need to maintain possession and keep the ball moving.
Yep, the offensive line actually created not too bad of a pocket there. Bryce Johnson found it the left side of the field, got 4 yards on the play.
And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break. This has been TV 25, but there's always something on.
There's a rain of sunshine. Where'd you get all that money?
My daddy was smart. He saved all this money at Hayes House of Music.
Tell a fella, where'd you get all that money?
My mommy was smart. She saved all this money at Hayes House of Music.
Hayes House of Music. Their house is your house. They will not be undersold.
Hayes House of Music will not be undersold.
This. We are back at the start of the fourth quarter. Ravens trailing 6-14 On a bit of a drive here, though, however, on their own 49-yard line.
And we've mentioned it multiple times, but the Ravens had a PAT blocked at the end of the second quarter. Hopefully it ends up being a problem. I'd love to see the Ravens find the end zone before the end of this quarter and have to worry about getting those extra 2 points.
Yes, sir. The Lions defense will take the field here, and we had a bit of a promising play. The offensive line seemed to make a pocket for Bryce Johnson. If we can just keep that momentum, keep on finding pockets, hopefully the offensive line can kind of turn around here and create better pockets for the running backs.
And another big plus is that in this final quarter, the Ravens are going to have the wind at their backs, meaning that if they have to go to the air to pick up some quick yardage, they will get some help.
And Andrew Dumas finds left side of the line there. That'll be just shy of the first down. It'll be third and 1 on the Lions' 46-yard line.
One thing that we've really missed seeing in the Northwest football games is last year between John Bowman and Andrew Dumas, we had 2 backs that were pretty solid playmakers. We haven't seen Dumas to the same ability that we have in the past.
However, Dumas just absolutely pile drives a couple of defenders there, gains 6 or 7 yards, bringing it to the Lions' 39-yard line.
And he's such a hard back to tackle, especially when he keeps those legs moving. That 6'2" frame with at least 230 pounds on him. I mean, he's basically a big linebacker running the ball right down the middle.
Well, Jack, he is a linebacker.
You're right, he is a linebacker.
1st and 10 on the Lions' 39-yard line. Andrew Dumas, Cole Manning, option pass, tossed it off, and that'll be Elijah Becker with a gain of about 11 there. I mean, not a gain of 11, gain of about 6 yards.
And a fantastic read there from Manning. He saw that there wasn't anything going on the handoff, kept it himself, and then very quickly realized that the line was about to swallow him up. The defensive end bit a bit too hard, and all of a sudden, we had an edge.
Knock on wood here. I want to see the offensive line keep this up. They've been making solid holes at the start of this 4th quarter. There's a lot of football left to play, but I want to see them keep on making holes. That'll be a gain about 2, right up the middle. Andrew Dumas carrying the ball. This will be 2nd and 8 on the Lions' 25-yard line.
One upside for this offense and this new coaching staff at Olathe Northwest, I've seen this offense in work at St. Thomas Aquinas earlier this year when they toppled Blue Valley High School. They run a very similar offense, and it works extremely well for them. So hopefully the Ravens can put it together in the upcoming years.
So Andrew Dumas, another carry. Gain of 2 there. So 3rd and 6 for the Ravens. We need to see them capitalize. We need to see a different play. We don't need to see 2 dives in a row, so we need to see a different play here. Coleman under center.
You have to wonder if the defense is getting worn down a little bit. The Ravens have controlled the ball to this point in this quarter.
So Dumas has a carry there. That'll be a gain of 1 yard. No, sir. The Ravens are going to go for it here. They pretty much have to go for it, Jack, as you said. They need to capitalize off this drive. They've been holding the ball for such a long time, wearing this defense down. We need to see them continue this drive. Go for a touchdown. Cole Manning rolling out, looking for a pass. Covered and cannot complete to Andrew Dumas for the first down. That'll be a turnover on downs at the Ravens, at the Lions' 22-yard line.
There was just nothing going on that run-pass option there.
No.
I mean, I think the Lions saw it coming a little bit. That tends to be the play of choice on a 4th down. Manning tends to roll out after a fake pitch, and the Lions were swallowed up on Ryan Andrew, who had double team coverage in the end zone. Dumas had a man of his own trailing him.
So that will make it 1st and 10 on the Ravens 27 yard, on the Ravens 20, on the Lions, my apologies, 22nd yard line.
The Lions are going to try to control the ball the rest of the game. They're looking to keep the ball on the ground. No reason to cause turnovers. They're just looking to maintain possession until the clock reaches 0.
Of course, Jack, just keep it run game, play after play, finding yards. There's about 2 yards on the play gain right there by the Lions running back.
And at this point in the game, the Lions have done a pretty good job of getting back to the line quick and snapping the football. Don't expect that any longer. They'll take their time between plays.
Oh, yes, they'll take their long, sweet time. However, kind of speeding it up on this play. 15 seconds left in the clock. Running back will just take it up. Another gain of 3 yards there.
Good tackle by Ryan Andrew. He had perfect technique on that. Lowered his shoulder a little bit, wrapped up the running back. That was in the open field, and if he breaks that tackle, all of a sudden you have a plus yardage gain.
So 3rd and 5 for the Lions here. And looking out, but keeps, goes right up the middle, dodges 4 defenders. Cole Manning jumping on the back of the quarterback there, trying to pull him down, gets him down after a gain of about 7-8 yards.
And that was a designed quarterback draw. Although the quarterback dropped back like he was passing, that was just to lure the secondary to sleep. Then he explodes through the line, dodges a tackle from Dumas with a nice juke move, and picks up his 12 yards.
That's what you see out of a very athletic quarterback Lions have. Up to the running back, gain of 4 yards there. You know, Jack, for a second there on the 3rd down, I thought that we might see a turnover and the Ravens another chance to get the touchdown they needed, but to no prevail.
Yeah, Dumas is going to come off the field hobbling a little bit, shaking his head. May have had something twisted up on that last play.
There's a snap. Bad snap by the Lions. However, the running back takes that ball, tries to finds it, dodges about 3 or 4 tackles, still dodging tackles, running up the side, ultimately resulting in a loss of 2. That should have been much worse than the resulting than the resulting play.
And the fact that he even got back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, is just really disappointing. He had at some point at least 8 of the Raven defenders in the backfield with him, and nobody came up with a tackle.
Just whiffing tackles. Official calling something here. And the clock will start running again. Quarterback shotgun. Bad snap, however, finds it up again, and that could be a touchdown, Jack. Left side of the field, Ryan Andrews can just barely catch them. However, they score a touchdown. I can imagine that was probably a horse collar, that flag just thrown there.
And once again, Northwest breaks down the offensive line, and the quarterback makes a play, slips a tackle, and all of a sudden it's a foot race.
We've seen that happen too many times this game.
And although there hasn't been a lot of tackles for loss, the Northwest D-line has done an amazing job of getting in the backfield. Unfortunately, this quarterback just has a tendency to look for gaps in the line and make something happen.
Yeah, I saw D lineman on that play, just not quite fast enough to catch up and sack the quarterback. And ended up running all the way up for touchdown. So that'll take it 20-6 with 5:37 left.
So on that play, we're going to have some offsetting penalties. There'll be a false start on the offense and a horse collar on Ryan Andrew in the end zone. So the penalties will offset. We'll replay 3rd and 6.
Wow, that is a lucky break for the Ravens defense.
That really is.
You know, I saw the horse collar. I didn't see the penalty on the Lions there. I just kind of assumed they broke through the hole like you've been doing the rest of the game.
Nonetheless, it was still quite the impressive play there from this Lawrence quarterback. He really made something out of nothing. Went completely to the opposite sideline.
Line back up 3rd and 6 for the Lions.
Now the Lions are going to get a delayed game penalty. Or no, they'll take a timeout right before the play clock runs down.
So that'll be a timeout for the Lions. We're going to take a quick commercial. This has been TV 25. There's always something on.
This. Yeah, this. This all began as someone's dream. This book, this meal, this land, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no, because we protect this. And everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
We're back after that quick break. As you might recall, the Lions snuck through the middle on that broken down play, and the quarterback actually got the touchdown. However, there's both a horse collar and a holding on the Lions, so that offset that took away the touchdown, offset the penalties. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Lions here.
And with just under 5 minutes, the Ravens need to pick up 2 stops in a row on 3rd and 4th down.
Very pass receiver, and well, that might be doesn't quite get all the way up. Just shy of the 25-yard line.
Good effort by Ryan Andrew to prevent the touchdown, but that was an all too familiar sight with the Lions streaking down the sideline.
That's a 35-yard game by the Lions receiver there. And, well, that's unfortunate to see. 3rd and 6. The Ravens had a second chance to make something happen, get a turnover, and they failed to do so.
The ref will resume play. There's about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left.
And that'll be the quarterback running right up the field again.
Once again, another designed keeper. Northwest continues to be fooled by the one drop step.
Jack, that's where you can't see the linebackers, as you said, fooled by that drop step. It's happened many times this game, and if the linebackers keep on getting tricked by that play, they're going to keep on running the rest of the game.
And it is confusing because he has not really been a threat throwing the ball. He's only completed 2 or 3 passes, most of them being screens. And he does have 2 interceptions on the night. I can't understand why that passing threat leads to a defensive lapse.
I can't understand it either. Let me get 2nd and 5 on the Ravens. On the Ravens' 18-yard line. My apologies, not on the 18-yard line, but on the 13-yard line. And the defensive line managed to stop the running back in his tracks. That'll be a loss of a gain of none.
Good play by Kendall McNeil to sneak into the backfield and pick up a tackle for a loss.
So that'll be a timeout by Northwest. We'll take another quick commercial. This has been TV 25. There's always something on.
to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
We are back after the quick little commercial there. So the Lions in good position to score. Third and 6 on the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Touchdown here by the Lions really seals the fate of the Ravens. With the offense that they have in place, there's not much potential to move the ball quickly. They don't have a ton of pass plays in their book. And with only 4 minutes and 30 seconds and without the ball already in their hands, it's going to be tough to make up a 2-touchdown deficit.
So here we go. Lawrence lining up. 3rd and 6. Looking for the touchdown here. Jack, like you said, scoring a touchdown would be the fate of the game most likely. Quarterback keeps, throws, finds the right wide open receiver in the middle of the end zone.
The Ravens just lulled to sleep there by that little jet sweep. Number 7 was wide open in the end zone. Easy pitch and catch for the Lions.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see something like that. The secondary is a linebacker really been sleeping this game. Well, the defensive line is making such an effort to break down the offensive line. It's unfortunate to see something like that happen.
And I mean, it is interesting. Despite the score only being 21-6, there have been several lapses on the defensive end. The Ravens have gotten bailed out by a series of penalties and made a few good stops, but overall, it's been a tough night for the defense.
Gabe Arfetti rushing there, trying to block the kick. The kick is good, however, I mean, it's 16-21, Ravens trailing with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the quarter.
On the other side of that coin, though, for the defense, they've spent a lot of time on the field. There was only one lengthy possession for the Ravens. The Ravens held the ball about 8 minutes in the third quarter. But for the rest of the game, they've been pretty much a 3-and-out team. So the defense has borne a pretty significant amount of weight.
Yeah, you have to take that into consideration, Jack. The defense has been on the field for a large portion of the game, and just kind of wearing down on them. I'd be tired too.
Especially with the amount of players that spend nearly the entire game on the field. No amount of conditioning can really prepare you for full-fledged football for 60 minutes.
So, Ravens return team lined up. Lions taking the field for the kickoff. If the Ravens can't make a play in the next minute, Jack, this could be the game.
The Ravens do need a quick possession here. If they want a chance, they need pretty much a 1 minute, 2 minute drive, a very quick stop and good field position. So look for the Ravens to start to take some shots, a little bit out of their character. Looks like Lawrence is going to kick it short.
Up in the air, catching the wind. This game has been, this game will be over. Big pass play.
Ravens still lining up in their traditional set.
Wow, Cole Manning goes to the pass, breaks free of the defender, second defender gets him down. It's easy loss of 1 yard.
And unfortunately, a sack is the last thing the Ravens need right now. It keeps the clock running. They lose yards. Just unfortunate that they don't have a better opportunity. Chase Brown is on the sideline limping towards the water machine. He's a quick weapon that the Ravens need on the field right now.
It'll be 2nd and 11 on the Ravens' 19-yard line. Looking for another pass. Wow. Cole Manning breaks the tackle, decides to run up the middle of the field, finds a pocket. Big guy breaks the tackle, comes out on the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Great play for Cole Manning to avoid a sack, shed 2 defenders, and then get upfield for the first down. Ravens need to keep this momentum going.
Jack, I think if the Ravens don't score in the next 30 seconds, this could be tough. Here we go, Cole Manning lying under center. Takes a look for another pass. Ryan Andrews, gain of 8 yards there on the 45-yard line. Not a bad pass, but what you need there is you need a pass, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
The last thing you need is the ball caught not for a first down and not out of bounds. It just allows the clock to keep ticking, something that the Ravens can't afford at this moment.
There you go, Cole Manning taking a snap, rolling out, wow, and he will be brought down for a loss of many yards. That is very disheartening. That could very well be the game right there.
There's still 2.5 minutes left on the clock, but the clock will continue to run after the snap. It's 3rd and long.
Cole Manning really not catching a break. You gotta feel bad for him. Doesn't have enough time to roll out for a pass. Doesn't quite have the pockets to run a play, and of course you need to pass this late in the game. And here's a snap, looking quick step, and Cole Morris can't complete the pass there. 1 minute 54 seconds left.
At the very least, that stops the clock for the Ravens. It's going to be 4th and long. They're going to go for it.
Well, you have nothing to lose at this point going for it.
Exactly. If they don't convert here, the Ravens have essentially taken their 4th loss of the season.
You know, Jack, big. You know, we're actually going to take it down to. My apologies. We are not going to do anything but watch a football game right now. Here's a snap. Cole Manning dropping back, looking for a long pass. And that'll just be far too long for both Gabe Barfetti, or for both Chase Brown, or Gabe Barfetti and Cole Morris. All right, we're going to take it down to Ashton, our sideline reporter, real quick. Well, we had a couple, some technical difficulties there. Couldn't quite hear Ashton Dane on the field. However, we're gonna continue watching the football game here. 1:47 left in the game, and the Ravens are on defense. Expect just a oh no, the Lions keep running plays here.
Lawrence is just going to look to run out the clock. It looks like they'll have to run about another 4 or 5 plays to run this one out.
Just assume you just get some reps. Big problem with the game, Jack, has been the failure to create enough time by the offensive line.
Exactly. There's been several problems in this game, but it has been one of the better outings from the Ravens on both sides of the ball. They did move the ball downfield a little bit on the offensive side, and the defense came up with several stops and a few great tackles, such as the one you just saw. Unfortunately, it appears they're going to fall short tonight. Make sure to tune in next week. Olathe Northwest versus Olathe West soccer. I'll be calling the game with Evan Calkins. And then on Friday night, we'll have the homecoming game, Gardner Edgerton Blazers versus Olathe Northwest Ravens.
40 seconds left in the game. Looks like the Lions will get one more play off. There you go, Lions snap the ball right side of the field, gain about 3 yards.
And that should take us to the end of the ball game. The clock's under 25 seconds. The play clock has been turned off. And that should be about it.
That'll be the game. Ravens fall 60-21 against the Lawrence Lions.
That'll take the Ravens to 0-4 on the season. Lions improve to 1-3.
Unfortunate outcomes of the game that looked promising at the start.
All right, that's all for Jake and I. Signing off.
This. Yeah, this. This all began as someone's dream. This book, this meal, this land, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no, because we protect this. And everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
I'm a dreamer.
Come out to Olathe East on October 8th to watch our Olathe High School volleyball teams and to support the Dig Pink movement. Dig Pink supports female breast cancer patients and their families. Come be part of the cure.
I feel like it's a great opportunity for all of our volleyball programs to actually reach out and work with the community for a great cause. This event is very community oriented. Like, the players come in, and I think there's the aspect of competition on the floor, but I think there's a very sense of community with all the teams when we